My name is Beston. I live in Cape Town. Also, I do delivery. Interbet helped me to realize my dreams. Now I have my own delivery vehicle and I'm able to do the removal in and around Cape Town.
Well, it's Hollywood Bets Gravel on Sunday, the 19th of December, and we got 8 races on the turf. And at this stage of recording, which is around 24 hours before the race meeting, it's all systems go. And please take note, have a look at final declarations and card changes, etc. before the time of the race meeting, because this show is being recorded a day later. Let's call it a day. But Rael is going to be joining us. And Rael, it's take 2 for yourself and I, but glad that the operator in the province made the decision early to move the meeting.
Yes, absolutely. It's good that we still have racing on the card, and it does still look like a tough card, and probably a few races where you need to go wider, but some races do look where you can go short. So hopefully we can guide the public in the right direction. Okay, we're racing at Hollywood Bets Gravel. The start of the bipod will be race number 1. And race number 1, this will all begin at 12:40. That's 20 to 1. The distance is 1,000 meters. It's a maiden juvenile plate. And at this stage of the game, there's just one scratching. That's horse number 3, Sasari. But before we have a look at the field and try and dissect the form, we got a rerun for you, and that rerun is between Superior Force and Silver Ducat, both horses from the Mike Miller stable.
Superior Force coming inside the 300. Silver Ducat by a length. On the outside, Colour of Money. The black cap of Superior Force trying to close in late on the outside. Silver Ducat the last 100. Royal Sovereign's getting into it, and Superior Force is coming home strong on the outside. Royal Sovereign going to get up from in second. Superior Force, then came Silver Ducat and Sasori.
It was an exciting finish between the Mike Miller runners. Of course, the race was dominated by the Mike Miller runners. Rael, they finished 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 6th position as well, which was seismic event. We've mentioned that Sasari is a scratching at this stage of recording. What you make of the 2 Mike Miller runners, 1 and 6?
I think they must have big chances in this lineup. Silver Ducat just seemed to tire late on in the day. I think he was ready for the 800 meters, but the 1000 meters may have just stretched him a bit. I think he's going to strip a much fitter horse. He will be much ready. He will be more ready for this 1000 meter trip, and I think that Silver Ducat is going to go close in this lineup. Superior Force ran on, the way he ran on would suggest that he'd need a touch further, more than 1000 meters. So I definitely think that Silver Ducat will overturn the form with the 1 horse Superior Force, but I think that they both should be right at the finish.
It looks that way, but the one thing that you can, in the corner of Superior Force is that it's a big draw swing around for him as well. 6 out of 7 first time out, you're green around the turn, back of the field, running on, whereas Silver Ducat had the run of the race from draw 1, and this time around, the draw does favor the stable companion. So it'll be interesting to see the tactics this time around. Superior Force from off the pace, Silver Ducat with the pace staying on, but there's a draw swing around in the favor of the stable companion. But I think that you could be right, because if money was anything to go by, then the stable companion was the more fancied of the 2, that was Silver Ducat. Now, a very strong runner in the race has to be this horse from the Paul Peter stable with Warren Kennedy up, Ode to the Ocean. What you make of his chances? He's a horse that was quietly fancied as well on debut.
Yes, I think she's going to go very close in this lineup. My only concern is that she has the first run around a turn, where Silver Ducat and Superior Force have had the experience. But Ode to the Ocean looks to have been beaten by a smart sort on debut, and could well be way above this lineup in the race 1.
Yeah, it could be a smart move as well. She's getting a 6 allowance. She's got 2.5 kgs off her back. Paul Peter and Warren Kennedy, they're sharing a very healthy strike rate together and having a wonderful season. Of course, Warren Kennedy has got a sizable lead now in the National Jockeys log, and Paul Peter, he's making a race of it with trainer Justin Snate. So let's see Paul Peter and Warren Kennedy taking on the locals from the Mike Miller stable, 1 Superior Force and 6 Silver Ducat. For the bipod, are you going to play it?
I'm going to go with the 6-horse Silver Ducat to beat the 1 Superior Force and then the 4 Ode to the Ocean. And Joseph?
Yeah, you're giving the visitor the 3rd position. I'm going to side with Paul Peters' runner here. I'm going to go with the filly. I'm going to go number 4 to beat 6 and 1. But I think you should be safe with 4 and 6 maybe for the bipod. But Ryle thinks that the Mike Miller runners will be too strong. Of course, they got the experience of having raced at Greyville on debut.
My name's Danny Diliberto, founder of Ladles of Love. It was founded back in 2014. Communities we work with are all over the peninsula, and we're working with 138 beneficiaries now. We've grown exponentially. We've been able to do that because of all the kindness that we have experienced from individuals and corporates such as Interbet, who just want to be part of the change.